is that it wouldn't let me... if I fallen on my arse again, I thought I had the... I took the ice boots off, didn't I? I'm gonna have to... Have I got the snow boots? Please. Right, switch them over. As soon as he stands back up. Is he up? Yes. Remind me to put those back on. Maybe it won't let you leave them. I'm pretty sure I didn't pick it back up. It was a good idea, though. It was a good try. It should have worked. I remember at the time saying, you know, this should work. But it turns out it didn't. But it was a good attempt. So I think all these watchers now have gone. With the possible exception of that one, which might prove to be a problem. I'm hoping that... Oh no, it's reset. It's okay. Oh, it's fine. Okay, so it wasn't a big issue with traps and things to get back. That's a relief. It'd be really funny if we go in there and we see one left on the floor, wouldn't it? I definitely dropped it here, though. The Tranquil one, thanks very much for the sub. Cheers, that's really appreciated, thanks. You think that's how it's supposed to work? I think, because I have used them before, I think how they're supposed to work is... I think it's because I teleported out with the rift, and I think that's maybe put it back in my inventory, because if I drop one there, and then we go over here, and we go onto pans... It's for getting through areas like that, like using the teleport spell. And it brings it over there. Does it also pick the other one up or not? It doesn't. I definitely left it on the floor, but I'm going to assume that these are essential for some quest. And that it wouldn't let me leave it there for some reason. That's the only thing I can think of. But I definitely dumped it down here. Right, use.
The stone is adorned with strange runes.
Use the forgotten language of fairy to decipher the runes.
You speak the words out loud and hear an inviting click nearby.
Diebound. Yay, DOS 1. It's Divinity Sin 1. It's my first playthrough of it. And absolutely love it. It's a great game. Okay, what have we got? What have we got? A tremor grenade, because this was a lot of work to get this. I hope this is good. That's no use. A blessed leather cap of protection. Leadership. Hit points. Unbreakable. Oh, that is good. But, okay, I gain hit points. Do I want to lose the initiative? But for +1 leadership. Yeah, I think so. I think probably do. Equip. And I'll put the other one in my backpack. Someone else is going to find a use for that. I got more magic underpants. Alright. That's awesome. Equip. I don't think these... This might be useful. This one... Not so much. It is a nice helm. It's whether you... It's when you trade off those stats. Initiative versus leadership and versus other things. Because they're all good. And you don't really want to lose anything. This is ideal for this character, I think. It's got earth resistance. Oh, it's initiative. I've got immunity to fear on one, or hit points on the other. Pretty sure I've picked up the ability for immunity to fear since. I think. Let me equip that. Do these require anything? They don't. So pick them up. That's some nice loot. That is some nice loot. We can't complain about that. Let's take a look at what we've actually got in the traits. Nope, sorry, the talents. I didn't pick it up. It was courageous. Right, so... Ooh, that's... Fear. It's horrible losing fear, but... That's immunity to cursed. Is that an old one? I think that's an old one I've picked up. Let's see. Earth resistance. So it's just, I think it's just better, this one. Alright, the immunity to fear, though. Let's send that to Pan. Let's send that to Pan. And this. See, these are all really good. Send that to Jahan. Let's have a look. These people might be able to use some stuff. It was worth it to solve the puzzle and the adventure, which I always like doing, so a bit of time, but it was well worth it. Resistances versus hit points. Pan needs the hit points. Immunity to fear would be good. That would be really good on the healer, actually. Send that to the healer. So I think, can he remove fear with this? No, okay. But what has he got instead? He's just got resistances and a bit more armor. Initiative would be nice. I'm going to equip that for now. I think that's quite good. And he's got an unbreakable one or a 2 initiative. Unbreakable doesn't seem to mean much because we can repair them with a repair hammer so easily. So, equip. Did I not equip that before? There. He's tooled up now. Okay, that'll do. We need to go and see the wishing well. Let's take a look. Where was the wishing well? Was it around here? Was it there? I can't remember where it was. Oh, it's there. Right, so we want to go to... I'll go to this one. Just head north. This is the frozen forest. I can use crafting to do all sorts of things with those effects, but I don't have any crafting skills on my characters much, and I would have to spend a ton of time shifting equipment around. And when I have tried to craft things, it says that I don't have enough ability to do whatever I was trying to do, so I haven't really messed around with it all that much, to be quite honest. We are going north, aren't we? Where is the well? The wishing well of destiny, is it? Am I lost? I thought it was here. Oh, it is here. It is. I know where it is. It's on the other side of here. I'm hoping I can get through there. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to take my timer off there for the Man-Eater game. We're finished with Man-Eater now. I'm going to try and get the review for it out tomorrow. I enjoyed it. It was good fun. There's lots of faults with the game, but it's quite hard to be critical of a game that my people are moving, aren't they? Yes, they are. That makes you laugh so much. Right then, we can teleport this wishing well back home. Right, okay. So, magical. Who had the well teleportation scroll? Anyone? Who picked it up? Is it not under... Okay, it's not under scrolls then. Is it under miscellaneous? What the hell's that? What is that?
I've already read this.
Okay. Not that then. Orders. I think these must be treasure maps. Let me just talk to the guy. Combine with... Right. I have a teleportation well scroll in here, I think. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that's how we do it. Invalid combination. Right, so I know it's there. It's on my character. Right, try again. Is that it? Read. Of all the requests, well transportation, Alboris's last screw must be quite loose. Nevertheless, the Master Mage is hardly one to refuse the king. Speak this enchantment near the well in question, and it shall fly to the intended plane. Peef, poof, paff. Fly well, well.
Simply wonderful. The spell, it's working. This well is being willed back to Cecile. Will you visit Wally and I again? Oh, wisest wanderer. We'd weep with joy to witness your return.
Sure. Does he have any money? No.
We'll meet again, wanderer. We will.
Well, meet again. And he's gone. Just like that. The Wishing Brother. So that's done. The Legionnaire's Will. Just tick that again. Are we really... We need to check in on them to finish that off. Which we might do now. Are we done in this region? The Legend of the Were-Sheep will be found in the Cave of Portals. I don't know where the Cave of Portals is yet. No, wait, there's something else. There is something else to do here. Forge of Souls. Let's see. We haven't found any of that. Berserker Gamer, thank you very much for the raid. How's it going? My Horn of the Rohirrim there suddenly alerted me, brought me out of my trance as I was trying to read that quest. How's it going? What have you been playing today? Hey, Susan. Kingpin, how's it going, folks? We do have a little quest to do here. I'm playing some Divinity Original Sin today. It's a bit of an old role-playing game, I think. Well, this is the enhanced edition from, I think, 2014. But it's one of the best role-playing games I have played. I'm really enjoying it. Looking forward to playing the sequel as well. Oh, you're on the World of Tanks frontline grind? Painful. Then went to Warframe. Warframe is a game I have not yet tried out. I know I should. There's no reason not to, because it's free to play, right? But, yeah, I should spend some time on that, I think. Everyone tells me good things about it. So the last thing I want to look at here is this bridge. There was a bit on this bridge I don't think we could get to. So let's just try one last look over there, and then we'll crack on with some more some more quests. Or go back and see what that wishing well did. How the hell do I get over there? I'm here. I need to go through the castle. It's good, but no explanation how to play. So you basically get dumped into the game, and that's it, yeah? Oh, how did we get these? Oh, I've got those. I remember going around there and finding those. Right, so I'm going to be through here. Take this left. If I just double-click there, it's bringing the characters over. Let's bring them through. If you find a play explanation, drop it on Baz. So you just get dumped in it. I think I did play Destiny 2 when that went free to play. That felt a little bit like that. The initial tutorial on how to shoot and move and stuff, that was great. Then after that, you were dumped in this sort of world. I was doing this mission, and I had no clue what I was doing or where I was going. It felt a bit... I felt a bit lost. Okay. I'm hoping these can I talk to these things or not? No? Why has that got a timer ticking down? Okay. That's why there was a timer ticking down. It was about to cast a spell on me. Cheeky sod. This was what I was thinking of. I mean, I feel like there's got to be a way of getting to that. There's a lever here. Okay, so couple of options for this. One is to run through and take the hits, because I can't see how to switch this off. Well, I say that. Is that thing standing on a switch? I don't think we can move these. That doesn't look safe on there, does it? I want to watch that. That looks rather dangerous. There's bloodstains over a grill. I can't simply cast a rain spell on here, can I? Try that. Hey, Indigo. Destiny 2 was hard. Warframe is 100 times more painful, but once you know it's 100 times better. So it's like hard to get into, but good once you get there. All right, catch you later, and thanks for the raid, and welcome to the new viewers too. Okay, so the water spell doesn't do anything to help with that. I have no idea if I'm supposed to go down there or not. I feel like there's got to be a way. What was that spell? No, it was an immunity to stun. I'd need something with an immunity to burning. Do you have anything that makes people immune to burning or not? Hastened? Doesn't help with burning though, does it? Nah. Well, the only thing I can do is take fire resistance potions and put loads of fire resistance gear on. Who's got the most fire resistance? 10, 22, 38. Okay. He's also got the most health. So what can we do here? I mean, I could try and teleport her in.
As good as a new pin.
Which would... Oh, hang on, is that... Okay, okay, I can see the traps. I can see one of the traps anyway. I don't have any barrels to drop on it, though. Or do I? Ah, hang on, this might... Let's see if I can just run down. Oh, no, wait, there's no point dropping barrels on there because they'll just burn. There's two there. There's one there. There's probably... Oh, there's one there. Okay, okay. And there's one there. Is it possible to attack them? Let's bring a ranged guy up here. If I can see him, can I attack them? I'm guessing not. What happens if I try to disarm it? Oh, that's hot. Jesus Christ, that's hot. Okay, we're not messing about with that. When's my last load from? Quick save 2. That's from 1721. Oh, that was from 19 minutes ago. I'm going to have to... I didn't think it'd be quite that hot. Okay, we're not messing with this. This is something we're going to find out later on. Let's hope I have resurrection scrolls on everyone. We have one here. Make sure Medora's got one. Yeah, they both have one. Okay. I hope I get the right person up. That was an expensive mistake. 2 guys and not a single trap eliminated. No, bad deal. I mean, I didn't mean to send 2 in, to be fair. But I thought they'd just take a little bit of fire damage. But even with 38% fire resistance, it was what? So many thousand damage? No, I don't think there's any coming back from that. Do you have a resurrect scroll? Do not. Okay. Someone. Where the other one? There's one. Bring them back over here. Don't go anywhere near that. That was a lesson learnt the hard way. And no mistake. Right. I don't think even if I had 100% fire resistance, I don't think it would make a difference. I think that's supposed to kill you. I wonder if it's possible to actually get to 100% fire resistance. Yeah, I should have remembered to save. All the time when I was setting that up, I was thinking, I should save here. I should save here. And I just never quite got around to it.
Into the fray once more.
Come on. Heal up. And then we better spread out these resurrection potions. Right, let's see. Who's got some left? 8. Split. And split.
Bless the 7 I am restored.
And split. Send to Pan. Send to Medora. Send to Jehan. There we go. We're sorted. There's lower resist. Oh, that's for other things. Yeah, I think you must come in from the other end, maybe. Not going to worry about that. We're done. Trade. We're back to life. So, we're going to take a look also at our... Where the hell are we supposed to go from here? There is stuff down here, but I don't think... These were wooden crates. Yeah, they'd be no good. They'd just catch fire, so they wouldn't get us through that thing either. I always do wonder, though, when there's crates lying around, if there's some way of disabling those traps. So we're going to go back down. There's a pool of water, which I don't know if we're supposed to swim down. Where are we supposed to go next? Let's take a look. The Wishing Brother. We could go back and see that. Source Hunter's Journey. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. We should go to the end of time and have a further talk with Ikara to see where Wild Quest will lead us next. How do we go to the end of time? Aha. That's where we go next.
Welcome back, Source Hunters. I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another star stone, haven't you? Go on. Ask me how I know.
All right, I'll bite. How can you tell we've found another stone? And yeah, Indigo, you're right. If it's loot, I will have my claws into it. It doesn't matter how difficult it is to get there, we will get the loot.
Ah, mere child's play when you know what to look for, and luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane, when the dormant portal that led us to this hall sprang to life?
Barely, to be honest.
It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. Soon we'll have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do love a good mystery.
This has to be Dr. Fred Edison from Day of the Tentacle voicing this. It just has to be. What have you discovered through the new portal?
You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No, that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well, the...
What? What is it?
No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. Perhaps only a shadow, perhaps more.
Where did that rabbit suddenly come from? Just appeared in a puff of smoke. Yeah, I think those imps probably do use those ears for flight, vertical takeoff and landing, I think.
But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with.
Okay. Let's go. He did go this way, right? Looks like some statue of some god there sat holding his cock and balls. Quite disturbing. Locked. It knows me so well. Hang on.
So this tapestry represents
Yeah, I
all
don't
of
think so.
time. One wouldn't think time itself would include so many threads dangling temptingly where any claw could reach it.
Look alive, Madam Weaver. Our friend Ahu here is no better than the Void when his instincts overcome him.
Clawing at time and void. He wouldn't, would he?
Oh, I thought I was being addressed. Clearly not.
Why? I see Master Zigzags has upgraded from his shabby little hut at the edge of the hour. From the fairy dimension to the, space-time Weaver Hunter Imp one. What do you call this place again?
You asking me? This is our homestead on the shelter plane at the end of time.
Ha! Is that so? It seems I have my share to learn about the magical world yet. The end of time. Well, suddenly your association with Master Zigzags makes sense. Well, I must say, It's no small relief to find myself in a safe haven among such allies.
Let's start from the beginning. How is your sister involved with the dire happenings around Rivellon?
I believe the answer to that begins centuries ago, when your order was still cutting down so-called dark magicians by the dozens. Ours was a family of born sorcerers, you see. It was in our blood to interact with Source. But our parents were determined to curb the power within us. Still, their meekness wouldn't save them from the Source Hunters.
Then it's true. You're a sorcerer.
I am. But there is more to our kind than they teach at your academy. Source isn't only blood and madness. It's like lightning, an exquisite current of great power. We sorcerers are like metal steeples. Source is drawn to us and it flows through us. But what so many fail to understand is that Source can be controlled. The power-drunk through history have abused it, and all the world's sorcerers have borne terrible consequences.
This sounds kind of like a Jedi Sith thing.
Tell me, Source Hunter, in all your hours studying the arcane arts, did your great masters ever suggest that perhaps not all sorcerers were evil?
No comment.
Did you ever hear, even once, that some of us were weak and gentle? That we could be simple forest folk healing the sick and frozen each winter?
I don't believe so.
No. I doubt also that they'd mention that one day this hunt of yours would birth a broken soul powerful enough to inch all of Rivellon toward oblivion.
You mean to blame Leandra's doings on we Source Hunters?
No. No, that would be going too far, and eschewing my own responsibility. I believe Leandra's long fall down did begin at the hands of some of your own order, but it was I who sparked all of this.
You mean someone of our own order killed your parents?
They came on a quiet morning. My mother was wild with fright and commanded me to hide myself and Leandra outside, among the trees. Even at that young age, we knew not to question her. We climbed high into the branches of a nearby tree, and before we could look away, our parents were cut down without ceremony before our door. The Source Hunters sauntered away, wiping their blades with pride. 2 more sorcerers dead, a job well done.
You see, if they were proper Source Hunters, they would have then rifled through the possessions and gone through the hut and tried to nick all the paintings. They were clearly just amateurs. Probably just, I don't know, psychopaths, wandering psychopaths, that's what they were. Nothing to do with Source Hunters. What became of Leandra and yourself?
From that moment on, everything was different. As we trembled in that tree, our fear and our desperation were so potent that the magic within us began to weave together. Our souls became forged together, our bond unbreakable. We would survive, thrive even, within those woods, never speaking to outsiders. Our soul forge meant that if one of us were to die, the other would instantly perish too. We kept one another close. Leandra's capacity was enormous. Source didn't frighten her, and she delved into that dark well with terrible regularity. I did my best to guide her, but she fast outgrew my admonitions.
Tell me what happened between yourself, Leandra, and the wizard.
My sister and I were mired in a solitary existence, witches among the trees when Zandalore came. Leandra especially couldn't leave him be. He was a feast of information, and she wouldn't rest until she'd absorbed every bit of knowledge he offered. Their days were spent on charms, hexes, and the like. At night, Leandra would wander off to practice what she'd learned, and Zandalore and I would settle into our quiet tasks, side by side.
Say no more.
We were a content trio, the 3 of us, but base impulse would undo us.
Here it comes, it's a love triangle. That's what it's all about.
As you know, Leandra and I were soul-forged. This offered us a window into one another's souls. I knew Leandra had developed feelings for Zandalore, and she knew I had too. But it was me to whom he confessed his love. Those quiet evenings together had captured his heart, as they had mine. Her heart broke the moment we announced our new attachment, and I felt the pain of it as sharply as a knife. She fled, without a word, and I didn't see her for 2 terrible years. My connection to her, our soul forge, grew weaker. It was as though some third entity, a parasite, were atop our souls, sucking the strength from it day by day. We've a single order of business first and foremost. Leandra is gathering an army, and I fear we'll have to get through it if we wish to find her.
Thought we might.
But first, we must learn more about Leandra's plans. How many of these so-called Immaculates does she have in her palm, and to what end is she directing them? Your journey must begin in the Lacula mines, where she has been accumulating materials and manpower for a purpose as yet unknown. The way will be dangerous. Her allies are growing more powerful and numerous by the minute, but we must discover exactly what Leandra is planning and why.
What can you tell me about infiltrating the mines?
A soul forge comes with its own benefits, Source Hunter. Though our connection has weakened, I still see the occasional vision of Leandra's doings, the pangs of her deepest felt emotions, and flashes of her triumphs. One vision. I had thought it was only a nightmare, but now I see it was something much worse. Leandra is collecting materials, precisely what, I cannot say, and is hard at work shaping them into something sinister.
A Death Star. I think she's making a Death Star. Why not kill a car if they're bonded together? If one dies, the other one dies too. That is a very dark idea, but very efficient. I do like that. Yes, we could just finish things right here and now, assuming she doesn't mind. But I think she's too cute looking to kill, unfortunately, at this stage.
Her frustrations are rivaled only by her mirth. I can see she's growing closer and closer to achieving something dire. You must make your way deep into the mines to see exactly what she's planning.
Is there no redeeming your sister?
I believe that our soul forge has been damaged. By what? I can only guess.
Ah, okay.
The fraying of the bond between us has left Leandra adrift in a well of sorrow she truly believes will never end. What she needs is a hand, my hand, out of this abyss. If our soul forge is repaired, I am certain she'll cease blazing this path of destruction.
Well, I don't know about that, but we shall see. So at the moment, it wouldn't kill her by the sound of it. If we killed a car, it wouldn't kill her. Let's discuss the mines. Do we need
The
anything
way
else?
may be treacherous, but you must get inside. I fear my sister is doing something dreadful so far from the light of day. I cannot condone the terrible things she's done, but I can seek to understand them. With our soul forge in such tatters, I believe Leandra is adrift in the not at all inconsiderable sorrows of our lives. What's more, I sense a terrible force bearing down upon the bond between us. It is hungry, and it consumes ever more of Leandra's mind and soul. I cannot say exactly what this force might be, but I'm certain it's both driving me out and driving Leandra on. If I could only repair the forge, I'm certain she'd put a stop to this madness.
Very certain about that. I'm not so sure. I don't think it's going to be that simple. Anyway, let's see what. Where's our ear flapping imp gone? Actually, oh, hang on. I should have sat down in the chair, shouldn't I?
You and Zandalor have always been close, are you?
How might I serve our mission?
I have met with Leandra in the realm of Hyberheim. She's using a starstone to create
Do you really
bloodstone.
think he'd let me in?
Leandra. She desires to be mother of the void, but you have the power to undo her born-in-blood litter.
Do you have anything nice to buy, by the way?
If that were
Pixie
true,
dust.
Ikara, he wouldn't have been murdered,
Though
resurrected,
they
and
be baptized in blood, you can cleanse the starstones still, and use them to thwart their grim queen.
More questions?
Ask, and I shall answer, if I can.
Okay, I think we've done all those before. So we can use those. We can redeem those
Source
bloodstones.
Hunter, welcome, welcome.
I've learned about the relationship between Zandalore and the Witch Sisters. You told me you had no idea who the stranger in the inn could have been.
Yes, that was a small fib on my part, I'm afraid. Zandalore is known as the Keeper of the Source, after all. And I didn't know how Source Hunters would react to my association with such a colorful character.
Skinned you. Skinned you alive. But we won't. Do we have any more questions? Source Hunter business?
By all means.
Is there more you can tell me about the strangers that seem to be in league with the orcs? I don't think we've done that.
I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their...
Okay, we're done. Take my leave. So,